What's going on, everybody? How you doing today? Some people have a question of when to practice. So to answer that question, well, you got to ask yourself, are you a morning person or a night person, or when do you learn the best? So that's going to be the first thing to look for is, okay, let's say I'm a morning person. So for me, preferably, I should practice in the morning because I'm more aware of what I'm doing. I'm more methodical. I think about things better. So you're going to be thinking about it that way. If you're more of an evening person, if you feel like you could have a better attention span or anything like that in the evening, then practice in the evening. The idea is when you practice, you want to make sure to be concentrating only on playing guitar, not your cell phone, nothing like that. Okay. In another video, we're going to cover how long to practice, but in this video, it's when to practice. So let's say you can't make time to practice at the time you want. Let's say, like for me, I'm a morning person, but I work a full-time job, So I go to work at 7 a.m. I don't want to get up at 5 a.m. or 6 a.m. just to practice for a little bit and then go to work. So I have to practice in the evening. So since I have to practice in the evening, I'm already kind of sluggish and things like that. Maybe my attention span isn't as good as it would be if I had practiced in the morning. So I got to make sure I concentrate harder, and I also make sure to make a designated time. So if I practice, let's say, Monday through Friday, well, I got to make sure I practice at the same time every day and make it a scheduled practice so I know when I'm going to be in there practicing. Okay, so for me, I work from 7 a.m. till 3 p.m. or 4 p.m. sometimes, and then I still teach guitar lessons, so I end up practicing later. Plus I do a bunch of other activities that I do for myself, like workout, I practice calligraphy, things like that. So I still have to put all these other things that I have in place to do as well. So I just don't practice guitar, I practice other things. So I keep that in mind, and you should as well, depending on everything you have to do. What's more important to you to get done with the day? Is practicing guitar more important than working out? It depends on you. Do you have health issues that you need to work out? Or is it more like, I like working out 2 hours a day? Well, instead of working out 2 hours a day, you can spend an hour and a half working out. Make sure you hit your gym hard and then come home, relax, or practice afterwards for sure. Or if anything, if you're doing like arms that day, your arms might be as strong, or you might not want to practice because you feel like you're fumbling the frets more. So instead of working out, you're going to want to make sure you practice your guitar before you go work out, because then after you work out, you might not want to pick up your guitar because they feel real feeble, anything like that. So keep that in mind. So if you're a night person, it's the exact opposite. If you can't practice in the evening, well, you're going to have to get up a little earlier and practice before you do anything else, okay? The idea is just to make a scheduled time to practice and stick with it. Now, if you can't practice every day at the same time, make scheduled times every day or plan it out the night before and practice the coming day. But the idea is you got to make sure to practice, okay? Now, like I said, we're going to cover how long in another video, but I do get that question like, well, when do I practice? Or how long do I practice? Anything like that. I'll be covering those, but when to practice is when you can make time. Now, that doesn't mean, I can't make time today. That means I can't make time in the morning, so I should do it in the evening. Let's say that's on Monday, but on Tuesday, I can practice in the evening, and I prefer to practice in the evening. Make sure you stick with it. Like, all right, I'm going to practice at this time, 9 p.m. Stick to 9 p.m. for that day. And practice and make a scheduled time to practice, or like I said, plan it out the day before, and that should help you with practicing. All right, I hope that helps, and you can always check me out on my other videos of guitar lessons, or I am also making other advice videos of when to practice, how to practice, what should I practice, things like that. So keep an eye out for those, and I will see you on the next video. Thanks a lot for watching.